All right, so we've got the arm contour pretty much done. There's still, some finished sanding that we're going to do, but I want to get the neck bolted on. And this is a pretty quick step here. So we've got our neck plate here, and there's 4 bolt-on screws. And the neck plate, we have to first drill our holes on the body, and then we'll line up the neck, clamp it, make sure it's in line, and then we'll mark our holes for that. So I'll show you what we're going to do here. So you just position the neck plate right where you need it on the back. And I've already got these lines kind of pre-marked out here, but you want to leave enough of a gap if you haven't rounded over your edges, just to get that rounded over to where it's not overlapping on the guitar. And then just mark where the holes are. And we're going to drill holes that are wide enough to even slip past the threads on this, so that the screw will just pop right down in there. And then it's going to actually, the threads are going to grip into the neck and draw that in, but we don't want these to be too tight to where the screw doesn't free play inside of here. So, easy way to do that. Let me see if I can find the bit that I need. It's a little large there. Okay, this should do it. I might actually have the one I need over in here. The way that you figure this out, let me come to the camera and show you. So you take your screw, and you can see the threads. You want your bit to cover those threads. So as you can see here, this should cover it. I'm going to just double check this. Because again, the threads have to slip past the hole. And I think we're good with this one here. It might be a little short. This one might be a little closer to what we need. You don't have to get extremely picky here, but I'm going to, just because I can. Maybe we'll use a titanium bit. Yeah, we'll use one of these here. I'm a pretty organized guy in my workshop, despite some dust from time to time. But I have my most commonly used bits over there. So, the best thing to do now is just make a center punch for the middle of these holes. And then that gives something for the bit to bite into. Now you can use the drill press for this. However, these are just guide holes. So it's kind of up to you. I might actually take this over to the drill press. If I'm showing you guys the right way, then I better do it the right way here. Okay, so I'm going to drill these holes real quick, press them in there, and I'll be back. Alright, so I got that pressed. Just these holes here. And I went straight through, right to the other side here. You can see the 4 holes there. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take the neck the neck right in the pocket. Protect the neck here. Okay. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to check the alignment before I get these marked out. Center line of the body. And we're looking good exactly right there. So I'm just going to crank this in just a bit. Take the screw. I'm going to push it through the back side just enough to make a mark on the neck. Okay. So what we should have we've got marks on the back of the neck here, these four corners, and that's going to tell us where we're going to drill. And now we can make our drill marks into the neck. Okay, so I'm going to show you real quick how we figure out the depth to go into the guitar neck. So with the plate on and the screw in, you can see how far the screw's pressing in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure with the caliper how deep this is. So we've got 0.7 on the dot. So that's how far we're going to go in with the screw into the neck here. So we're just going to set our marks for 0.7. And that's how far into the neck we're going to go. Now, when we do drill this, we're going to go on the inside diameter of the screw. So inside the threads. Let me put that down and try to focus that. So we're going to go to the shaft diameter of the bolt of the screw here. We're going to go to the shaft diameter inside the threads. That way the threads will be able to grip and it will draw this into the neck, into the body I should say. So we'll get that done. Alright, so the way that you drill at a certain depth is you take your drill bit and you measure from the tip. This doesn't want to focus here. You measure from the tip of the drill bit down to where the diameter is that you need it, or to the dimension, how deep, and then you can put some electrical tape as a stopper, and that way as you're going in, as soon as the tape meets the wood, then you know you're deep enough. That's just a little trick you can use. So I went ahead and did this. I've got these already drilled out, and we're going to fit it onto the neck. Alright, so we've got this on. You can see, tilt this up a little bit. So everything went in smooth. Now we're going to check one last time just to make sure that everything is in line. Okay. Center line on the body, center line at the nut, and center line at the last fret. We are dead in line. So this is exactly how we want it. It's actually looking like a guitar now. We just got to get a couple more steps done here and she'll really shape up. So the very next thing that we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get the pick guard situated. So I'm going to do a very rough assembly. I'm not going to wire the pick guard. I'm just going to put in the pickups and the control knobs. That way I can just kind of situate it into the pocket, and then I want to do one last outline of that pit guard just to see where we situate that, and then we're going to set up where the bridge should be and get that routed out.